Welcome to our Project Manager overview. This video will take you through how a project manager actually uses our system. We will focus on some of the business process related duties that project managers must fulfill, such as approving timesheets, expense reports, or invoices. We will also touch on some basic planning and management of projects. We start off and you see on our project manager homepage, we've got a yellow box that's our to-do list. This is a list of the items that require our attention now. It includes your usual suspects like timesheets, expense reports, and invoices. We believe that project managers should have the ability to do business processes that are normally done by back office staff, and that is what our software does. We believe that it is very important for front office employees, the project managers, the people actually doing the work, who know exactly what's going on, to be able to control and review, submit, or approve things like timesheets, expense reports, or invoices. So let's fulfill our duties as a project manager. We scroll over the timesheet here, click on the Turbine Facilities Project, we'll click on Tom Peterson's timesheet. His timesheet comes up. Here we see his actual hours. If we scroll and see a too technical comment, we can just double click and we can actually overwrite his comment and write something else. We see his rates. We can override those rates by just double clicking here and typing the rates in accordingly. We also see here three numbers, 100, 130, and 3. 100 hours represents the estimated hours for this activity from management. 130 represents the actual hours for this activity. It's red because it's being flagged so that we know we've gone over. And 3 represents the actual hours of this resource. We scroll down and we see the other projects that this resource is currently working on, even if those projects are not our projects. Everything looks good. We can go up to the green thumbs up button here, click it to submit. We're back on our home page. We see the timesheet is gone. We'll do the same thing for the invoice. We'll click on the invoice, and here we are. All billables on this project are listed here in the draft. In this project, I know that we have spent too many hours. So for example, we have 48. We want to reduce here. We're going to reduce by 8, like so. We can type in a comment there. It's very simple. I know that we spent too much time, so I want to reduce it, and now our total units for this is 40 hours. I can also, and I'll save this, I can also write a comment explaining my change. So I click on information, and down here I'm going to click description text, and I can just write everything looks good. Great. I will save it. And if everything looks good, I'm going to go ahead and submit. So we see right now it's red and it says draft. I click the green thumbs up, and now it's yellow and it says project manager approved it. So I'm going to go back to my home page, and I see my to-do list is gone. So I have fulfilled my duty as a project manager. On my dashboard, I have several roles down here. I want to click on the project manager role. When I do this, I'm on my project manager homepage, and I see several graphs that give me a lot of insight into how my projects are doing. I've got my financials, my billables, my manager hours. If I want more detail, I can just click on it, and here we go, is a detailed list of that project. If I want to click on my planning tab here, I can actually look monthly or weekly at my different projects for the next 3 months. Here it is here, and I see for the next 3 months that I have scheduled my resources under the yellow billable hours, and I see that they're scheduled here, but yet they've only put in hours here. So this is not looking good. If I want to get more detail, I can come down here, see what's going on, click on staffing. So I see here under the turbine facilities that I have estimated that these guys work 200 hours. They've only put in 98, so I want to see what's going on. I need more room, so I'm going to close my graphs out in my chart. I need 200. They've only worked 100. We see here why. We can see all the details as to who's working or who's not working on a particular project. If I need more detail about my projects, I can click on the KPI project, and now I can compare performance from one time period to another for each of my projects. This is effectively a project portfolio. If I want more detail, for example, in this turbine facilities project here, I can click on this project link here. Now I'm at my home page for this particular project. Now I have charts which give me a tremendous amount of insight into this project. I've got project financials, I've got project billable, project hours, and I have this S-curve. S-curve, for example, gives me a lot of detailed information about the financial health of this project. For example, the right hand gives me the total project value. My green line here provides me the actual value earned. The red line is actual expenses. The yellow is billable, etc. I want to look at planning for this project, so let's click on Plan. And now I can look at my current staffing needs. And so under Staffing, I've got all my actual workers here. This allows me to look the next 3 months to see what needs I have and who's going to fulfill those needs. If I want, however, to look a little bit further, let's say the next 6 months, I can click on Demand. And now this will allow me to assign roles for months 3 through 6. So we're looking at December 2011, January, February. I can just type in the hours needed for a particular role, and later on my team leader will actually assign the particular people into these roles. If I want to look at my work breakdown structure for this project, I can do that as well. Come over here to Projects. I'm going to go click on Plan, and we'll look at Activities. The project work breakdown structure should fit our customer so that we can properly report data and progress for our customer. However, it should also not be so detailed that it becomes prohibitive to our resources to actually enter the information into the system. So we've got to find a balance that provides enough detail, but at the same time is easy to enter information into. Now our projects are broken into activities. Here's a list of activities here. If I want to see a little more detail, I click on Gantt. Our Gantt module contains all the features a professional project manager needs to do their job. And so here's our project, here are our activities, and then we've got tasks and subtasks, and as many subtasks as we need. I can easily move an item around the way you would in any Gantt chart. If I want to look at members, I can click over here on Members. Here I can see all the members that are on this project. For pricing, I can see here that we've got our bill rate for each of our members. I can double click it and type in a new rate accordingly. We can also use a role-based price list that assigns rates to a role regardless of which team member is fulfilling that role. I should note that for our member price list, this could be based on a particular client or project. So we'll go back to our home page. Now, as you can see from this video, project managers have all of the tools and the insight they need to fulfill their jobs and complete their projects with the right people, as we've seen, on time and within budget. Thank you very much.